But, alright, so we're getting into things. We've got Trundle Aurelian Soul as our first matchup. I actually put a comment earlier about how supposedly this is a good matchup for my deck. So let's see if my words stand up. Comment on Reddit, that is. What are these Reddit comments I keep getting? I'm gonna go for the Fleet Feather here because I have the attack token on 2. Playing the Bright Steel is most likely going to just lead it to an uncontested 2-1. We also now have a potential play for next turn, but I will most likely want to just play the Misfortune. I definitely didn't ask about that, this guy. But, that's Reddit. That's my own stream. He does just go for the Wording Stone, so we're just going to go for the Misfortune. Trundle Aurelian Soul means I do need to be cautious of the Avalanche this turn, which would wipe my board, but fortunately I have a pretty good reload. I can potentially use Bright Steel on Misfortune, which would prevent her from dying. So, we'll see. He just goes for the Trundle. That makes sense too.
Keep firing till they're
I think I'm going to just play these 2 Crackshot Corsairs.
My kind of plan.
The Bright Steel and the single combat should potentially be good for cleaning up the Trundle, and finding Genevieve for next turn as well is really useful.
The trolls are going to war! Ready when you are.
We're passing here. We're potentially fine just open attacking. Well, no, I'm going to want to play this next turn anyways, but I'm potentially fine just passing this turn.
Just accidental art.
He discards his Spacey Sketcher, so he could have something like a Silence. He's just going to go for the heal. Pretty annoying. I think I'm going to go for... Yeah, I don't love having to use the single combat on something that's not Trundle. But I think Genevieve will be enough to clean him up next round. Next round he has 7 mana, which fortunately isn't enough for Ice Pillar, so he can't level up Trundle. I don't think there's anything he can combo with the Serpent for cheap that would allow him to take out Misfortune, so I'm feeling pretty safe about that. And I've been pretty sure this whole time that he wouldn't pass without first attacking with Trundle. We are going for Quinn here.
The sights are fine. The smells, on the other hand.
We're not going to have enough to level up Misfortune next round, unfortunately, but we will see. He has exactly enough mana for Icequake, but I somewhat need to just play and hope he doesn't have it. 30 cards in deck, he's only drawn 10, he's got at least 2. Okay, he doesn't have it. I was gonna say he's got at least 2 Celestial cards in hand, so the odds of him actually having Icequake should be relatively low. I'm going to go for one of these, which should clear up everything he has, unless he has something like a Troll Chant, which would keep Trundle alive until my next attack, where I would be able to challenge him with the Fleet Feather Tracker. He does just let the Trundle die. We're in a really good spot now. We may even be able to just kill him on this swing if he doesn't have a blocker to develop. He does have the Spacey Sketcher. I still am representing plenty of damage though. Yep. Cool. And that was a game where he healed for 10 with a pair of Star Shapings and got Trundle on turn 4.